All right, let's talk about gut health. I know, it can seem super complicated, but today we're going to cut through all the noise. We're going to break it down into simple, powerful food strategies that you can literally start using tomorrow. Let's jump in.
You know that feeling, right? You're staring at a menu, and instead of feeling excited, you're anxious. You're trying to figure out what you can actually order without regretting it in an hour. That whole what can I eat without paying for it later feeling is exactly what we're tackling today.
Oh, we have all been there. You have a delicious meal, maybe a big, juicy burger, and then it hits you. That dreaded post-meal bloat. That heavy brick-in-the-stomach sensation that just ruins the whole experience. It's a digestive drama that honestly plays out way too often for way too many of us. And if that sounds familiar, you are definitely not alone. It turns out nearly 2/3 of adults in the US deal with regular digestive issues. We're talking gas, bloating, that general discomfort. So this isn't some small niche problem, it's huge. But the good news, you have a powerful support team already working inside you. So let's meet them. Let's meet your internal support team. These microscopic heroes that are working for you 24/7. Because once you understand who they are and what they do, you can help them do their jobs even better. First up, you've got your digestive enzymes. Now, I want you to think of your gut as this super high-end restaurant kitchen. The enzymes, they're the specialized chefs. Each one has a very specific job, like a sous chef just for sauces. They don't just mash your food up. They make these incredibly precise cuts to break down proteins, carbs, and fats into nutrients your body can actually absorb and use. And then you have probiotics. So if the enzymes are the chefs, probiotics are the master gardeners of your gut. These are the good guys, the beneficial bacteria that are constantly tending to your internal ecosystem. They're making sure the soil is healthy, pulling the weeds, basically keeping the whole environment in perfect balance. It's like daily gardening for your insides. And check out how specialized these little chefs are. You've got protease, which you'll find in things like pineapple and papaya, and its whole job is to tackle proteins. Then there's amylase from mangoes and bananas, which goes after carbohydrates and starches. And finally, lipase from creamy avocados is your go-to expert for breaking down fats. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so that's the who. Now for the how. How do we put all this awesome knowledge into action? Let's build a really simple food-based game plan for a happier gut. Here is your shopping list for those enzyme chefs. We're talking pineapple, papaya, ripe mangoes, avocados. But here is the most important part. Heat is the enemy of these enzymes. It totally destroys them. So to get all those amazing benefits, you have to eat these foods fresh and raw. That can of pineapple or that cooked ginger in your stir fry, they're just not going to have the same enzymatic punch. Now, before we get to our next food, I gotta mention something quickly. It's called FODMAPs. It's just a fancy acronym for a group of carbs that can be really tough for some people to digest, and they're a common cause of bloating. And what's super interesting is that the amount of FODMAPs in a food can totally change as it gets riper. And this is the perfect example, the banana. A banana that's still a little bit green or just turned yellow is actually low in those FODMAPs, which makes it a fantastic choice if you have a sensitive stomach. But as that same banana ripens and gets all those brown spots, its FODMAP content shoots way up. So the right banana for you could literally change from one day to the next, depending on how ripe it is. All right, let's switch gears to our probiotic gardeners. Two of the absolute best sources on the planet are sauerkraut and kimchi. On one hand, you've got sauerkraut. It's got this mellow, clean, tangy flavor. And then you've got kimchi, its Korean cousin, which is bold, spicy, a little funky, and just packed with flavor from chili, garlic, and ginger. Both are incredible for you, so it really just comes down to what you're in the mood for. Now, I know incorporating all these new foods might sound like a big effort. But what if I told you the single most powerful habit for your gut health is also ridiculously easy? Let's talk about that. So let's be real. When you think about eating something like kimchi or sauerkraut every day, how much do you actually need to eat to make a real difference? Are we talking about a whole bowl of it? A giant side dish with every single meal? Well, the answer is probably going to surprise you. Research shows that all you really need is about 10 to 15 grams a day. That's it. It turns out your gut actually prefers consistency over quantity. It wants small, regular doses of these good bacteria, not a huge flood of them all at once. And what does 10 to 15 grams actually look like? It's just one spoonful. Seriously, one little forkful. This isn't about some massive, intimidating diet change. It's about a tiny, totally doable micro habit that can have a massive impact over time. And look how easy it is to sneak in.
You can throw that spoonful on top of your eggs in the morning, mix it into a salad for a zesty crunch, or just have it on the side of your plate at dinner. It adds this amazing pop of flavor and a huge boost for your gut with pretty much zero effort.
Okay, so feeling better after you eat is an amazing benefit, right? But the story does not stop there. Not even close. A happy gut has these incredible ripple effects throughout your entire body, influencing everything from your mood to how your skin looks.
So I want to introduce you to something called the gut-brain-skin axis. Think of it like a constant three-way conference call happening inside you between your digestive system, your brain, and your skin. What happens in your gut doesn't stay in your gut. It sends messages upstairs to your brain and outwards to your skin, and they're all talking back. They are deeply, deeply connected.
And if you need proof of that connection, get ready for this. A mind-blowing 95% of your body's serotonin, that's the feel-good chemical that regulates your mood, is made in your gut. Not your brain, your gut. That means your digestive health is fundamentally tied to your mental and emotional well-being. So you can see how it all connects, right? When you work on creating a healthy, balanced gut, that directly supports a calmer, more stable brain, and it often leads to clear, less inflamed skin. For anyone struggling with things like acne, eczema, or psoriasis, looking at your gut health can be an absolute game changer.
So, I want to leave you with this one thought. We've talked about a lot of simple things. A few slices of fresh pineapple, the ripeness of a banana, that one spoonful of kimchi. What's one easy win you can add to your plate tomorrow? What's one small step you can take to start your journey to a happier gut?